Hey guys, I'm S. Dan Wolf, and welcome back to Pine Creek Zoo. I just wanted to jump in and maybe we'll do a little chill Sunday overview. I've got a little bit of work done. We've pushed the creek a little further down this way. I've pretty much yesterday, after episode 3, and this morning, I've kind of just all focused on this Fenders Farm type area. I got the bathroom put in, like we talked about, the little changing room, just so people could duck off in there and get changed after splashing around down here in the creek. And then once you come down further down this path, you see I've got the creek is still a little slow, really shallow, and then it really gets up here to like this tumultuous, just invigorating type of little splashdown area, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with the whole creek idea. There are little parts of it I didn't want to just leave it completely calm for too large of stretches here. So we know we've got our main little splashdown area right here, kind of like at the main little plaza. Then it dies down a little bit. Then you have a little more action in the sense of we've got like this little play area, education area set up. Then it dies a little bit more and it gets up to this bend and really just unleashes up here. And I was thinking the whole story, like I think behind this area is the past management has kind of doomed this little area because they removed so many trees from this side of the bank. And then we know with creeks and erosion, it is so important to essentially leave the trees. So they did over here on the left side, and there are no issues. But over here, whenever they came in to kind of put this path in, a lot of trees had to go. And then in turn, it caused them a lot of erosion issues. So much so that they actually had to put in a little retention wall right here because all of this was kind of slipping down into the creek. So now I've got like this little, kind of like this neat little off the path, just little walkout area where you could stand out here and kind of watch the rapids and stuff go by. There are so many rocks and all that right here. It's actually clogged up so many, like, when big rains come and it rushes all these branches and these fallen trees and stuff down through here. It's actually started to form a little island here where you actually have a tree growing, and this little spot has become like a pretty bad little catch-all for things washing down shore. And then of course the park has brought in boulders and all that to try to help with the erosion, but they're managing it. But yeah, that is this. I figured this coming down through here and then blasting up against this, kind of where it bends with the path, is they kind of face some really tough issues with that, and not wanting the path to slide off. So then, if you make your way over here to the right, actually, you enter the Fenders Farm area. So we don't actually have pigs necessarily, like farm animal pigs. I was wondering if that'll be like a DLC one day, like farm animal type pack. So I've got the little warthogs in here, kind of just using them as little wild hogs. And you could, when you make your way into the farm, you kind of see them messing around over here first, and you can kind of look into their little stalls and all that. I figured what we would do is make it all concrete floors in here and then put their bedding in, because it's so much it would be so much easier essentially on the keepers to spray out these stalls and stuff, for poop and old hay and food and dirt and all that. So their floor, as same as the sheep, is all concrete in there. Now this little area, I went ahead and went with the doll sheep. Now obviously in real life you probably wouldn't want to go in there and walk around with them, but for the sake of our like petting zoo, Fenders Farm type area, this is like a little gated off area where the attendants and stuff would be in here, and then they would let you out in here to the sheeps, and what would essentially be like, what I want you to imagine is like little billy goats and, stuff like that. Just let the kids get in here and and see farm animals, especially for ones too that may never get to see little animals like this. When the parents bring them to the zoo, it's a good little opportunity to just get them in here and kind of like experience a little bit of the farm life. Right here, I've got our little sand pit, got a couple little balls there. I was thinking, I've got this little rock facade up here, kind of flat. I was thinking it would be cool to do like Zoo Knoxville has, and have some hand dryers and little sinks kind of hooked up to this, because when you get done feeding the animals and all that, they kind of direct them over to wash their hands and all that. And then as far as the Clayton family playground goes, I brought in Suicides from the Bro Nation. She built this playground, I think maybe just a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of messing around with different slides and some different designs and all that, and it just wasn't really coming out like how I was wanting it to come out. So I was looking around on the workshop and I saw hers and I thought, well, there it is. That fits perfect. So they basically, when the kids leave the little path right here, they can make their way up here to the little ramps and just come up here and play, slide down. She's got this little, like the little jungle gym type little climbing thing there that little kids can climb on, and then of course the little sand pit. And I just thought it would be cool to dot it with some different trees, get some shade in here and all that. And we have a low rock perimeter fence out here, so that's not, it's a habitat fence, but I figured it looked kind of good as just having that kind of stacked, cased in rock, as kind of just, keeping the little kids from just wandering out into the void out there. But yeah, and this right here is kind of like our main little barn area and loft. I figured they could even probably open this right here, and they could even store hay and stuff up in there if they needed it. Maybe had like a little walkway, a little set of staff stairs. And then of course, like we mentioned before, you can look in on their stalls and all that. And so yeah, that is our little Fenders Farm area. I thought it looked really, really cool, kind of just sitting out here on the banks of this of the really, really kind of cool, one of the cooler sections of the creek, I think. So that is where you will peel off and go to the farm and the playground. I figured that would be a pretty popular spot as far as the zoo goes. Over here, kind of crossing this bridge, I still don't know kind of what we want to do out here. I was thinking maybe it would be cool to start like a little, not go full on Asian themed, but might be kind of cool to start the tigers and all that over here. Just because even with Zoo Knoxville, when you come into the main entrance and you kind of round the corner, the tigers, they are not like way deep back into the zoo. They're like right around the little entrance corner. As a matter of fact, with Zoo Knoxville, when you're walking in here on this sidewalk, the tiger exhibit is right over here. Like you can hear them bellowing and roaring, like if they're doing that at the time, like before you even get into the gates. So I thought that was pretty neat. Pretty neat concept to maybe cross this bridge and kind of get over here into our little kind of like our little Asian area maybe, and set up a little tiger area with the backstage and all that. And I don't know, we'll just kind of have to see. I've kind of just been running with a couple different ideas. This little area, I think it worked out really, really cool as far as like coming down through here and just, like we were talking, or like Masked Bandit was saying, just a little bit of rest area. See, like you're coming through here and you can see the barn and stuff, but nothing's really, really revealed. And then you kind of make your way around the corner and you're like, oh, it's the farm area. And we've got the little hogs out here. They're stinking cute. And then, yeah, we got plenty of benches around because, this would probably be an area where, the parents could kind of sit down for a little bit after the longer walk back through here and kind of just sit here and let the kids play. And, then they can come over here and get pictures and stuff with the kids coming in with the sheep and all that. So, and then more backstage over here. Haven't really did much to the backstage. Kind of just messed around over here a little bit and kind of hid the backstage just a little more with that line of trees. Haven't messed with the bus or anything. I did know, this is one thing I did. We've got these little electric signs in the signs pack. So if you go to construction and click on your little signs menu down in here, somewhere right here, New World Lightning sign. So I thought that worked out perfect for the little electric charging stations. So yeah, I thought that worked out pretty cool. Straighten that little line up. I know that was probably getting to some of your guys' OCD right there. My buddy Claire, she had some really interesting ideas I'll have to take a look at as far as tram drop-off and stuff. What else have I really haven't messed with a whole lot other than that. Getting the Fenders Farm area put in, that's pretty much it. And then, of course, if you're new, we've got got our little red panda village over here. So it's always fun to, like I said in episode 3, kind of watch these guys climb around and jump around. So yeah, that is our little Boyd family red panda village. And you know, we're kind of running with the family theme here, kind of like Zoo Knoxville does. You know, they've got these families that pay for these big expansions and stuff like that, and typically, you know, it's like a little honor to kind of name the expansion or name the new exhibit after the after the longtime donors or after the family or the company that stepped up to make it happen and kind of really help fund it. So, but yeah, that is our little zoo so far. I don't know if I'll be able to give you guys an update tomorrow. Probably with what we call end of the month is basically a lot of us have been gone since Christmas, and we come back a little bit last week, but tomorrow, as far as my real job goes, there's a lot of catching up to do. And I'm sure my emails are going to be absolutely on fire because everybody's been gone all of Christmas, and pretty much everybody's got to come back tomorrow. Like everybody's vacation is ending. So everybody's going to want stuff done instantly that they've kind of put off before the holidays. So I don't know if we will perhaps get an update out tomorrow or not. So may give you guys a little bit of a rest from Pine Creek, and we will just kind of work on this and maybe get you another update towards the middle of the week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday evening or something. But who knows? It just depends on how much I kind of get done or if tomorrow ends up being crazy or not. So, but anyways, guys, yeah, just let me know what you think down below of the whole Fenders Farm area in our new little crazy creek area. And yeah, I think that is all I have got to go over with you guys for right now. So anyways, I'm S.Dan Wolf. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Don't forget to smash that like button if you end up enjoying Pine Creek Zoo. And I'll catch you guys in the next update. Thank you. See you.